This is your main event of the evening, the main event that was voted by you, the fans. It is scheduled for one fall with a 60-minute time limit for the GCW Heavyweight Championship. Your referee is Keith Smith. Introducing first the challenger from the corner of Natural Bridge and Kings Highway, weighing in at 2 bills plus change, the Don Mega, Shorty Biggs.
There you see him, the man voted by the fans to get this title shot here tonight. On a list of 5 contenders, Chaz Wesson, Kevin X, Dingo, Outcast, and there you see him, Shorty Biggs, the man who won the voting by 1 vote. It was very close between him and Dingo. But here tonight, the Don Mega gets his shot at the gold. If I'm not mistaken, Shorty Biggs holds a prior victory over Cameron Cage. So he knows he can defeat the man who now holds the belt. We'll see if he can do it again here tonight.
Opponent, accompanied to the ring by Cindy from Las Vegas, Nevada, weighing 222 pounds. He is the defending GCW Heavyweight Wrestling Champion, Cameron Cage.
Well, the champion can't be in a good mood here tonight. He's not showing it right now, but he didn't know who his challenger was going to be until just a couple of hours ago. And then when he tried to start things a little bit early, Shorty took the fight right to him. And right now it's our main event, heavyweight title on the line. Cameron Cage defending against Shorty Biggs.
And of course, Gateway Championship Wrestling, the most interactive wrestling promotion on the planet. This challenger determined by the results of fan voting, both on the internet and also by paper ballots here tonight. And by only 1 vote, it was a razor-thin race. By 1 vote, Shorty Biggs winning that title opportunity over Dingo, and what an opportunity it is.
No question about it. As I was saying a little earlier, I believe it was at the 5th anniversary show that Shorty Biggs scored a victory over Cameron Cage in the past. So he has that going for him, that he knows he can defeat that man who now holds the belt.
That is true, but on the other hand, you've got to realize when you're a heavyweight champion, you step it up to an entirely different level. And any losses you've had previously, almost in a strange way, it's almost like they don't count, because you have to put yourself at such a high level when you've defended that championship that you're almost like a different wrestler. And Cameron Cage, like him or not, let's face it, most of us can't stand him. He has defended that title so many times since he's held it in his 2 reigns as champion, that he has elevated his game to an entirely different level than it might have been before.
And he didn't have Cindy back then either.
You got that right, and she certainly will interfere. We've seen it so many times, and not only that, if for some reason Cindy's interference doesn't work, we've seen interference from Sadie Blaze and his bizarro group, the Watchmen.
Cage will take whatever help he can get to hang on to that belt. We've seen it many, many times in the past.
He is an opportunist. And some other things I can't say on television, but opportunist is what I'll call him right here. Collar and elbow, they go into the corner now, and will we get a clean break from the heavyweight champion? No, we don't. Slapped him right across the face. How dismissive. Well, this crowd with some very interesting comments for Cindy.
You seem to know about these things. Can you lend any credence to that?
Well, I don't know whether those rumors are true or not, but usually where there's smoke, there's fire. So here at GCW, we report, we let you decide. But if it walks like a harlot and it talks like a harlot, probably a harlot.
As long as you don't start talking about being fair and balanced, we're cool.
I am. Collar and elbow time now in the center of the ring. You know, I'm Bill O'Reilly's favorite announcer.
So up
we
there.
get a clean. Oh, and Shorty Biggs leveled him. Take that, Cameron Cage.
There's a receipt.
Arm drag, and Shorty Biggs has the champion down and in trouble.
No question about it. Shorty Biggs has got the advantage at this point. Cameron Cage, if he takes Shorty Biggs too lightly, he could be kissing that belt goodbye.
And what a culmination it would be to the dream that Shorty Biggs has had ever since growing up in the corner of Natural Bridge and Kings Highway to one day become a heavyweight champion. What a tremendous story that would be as Biggs cranks down. Of course, Cameron Cage out of Las Vegas, Nevada, always had some privilege in his life. Never really had to fight from the bottom up the way Shorty Biggs has. But it's Shorty Biggs with the armbar.
So far, Shorty Biggs has had the advantage. He's come in with the game plan, working on that arm, taking him down to the mat. Cameron Cage fancies himself as a tremendous technical wrestler, but Shorty Biggs has been out wrestling him at this stage of the contest, splashing down on that arm.
Absolutely, and as much as I hate to say it, Cameron Cage is an excellent technical wrestler when he wants to be. But Shorty Biggs, Shorty Biggs has gone hold for hold with him right here. Cage now takes him to the turnbuckle, drives in the in and again. Once again, pounding away. Ow, right to the face, brother. And Cage now choking away at him.
Referee Keith Smith putting on the count. Cage quick to break.
Cage fighting away now, but it's Biggs firing back. And Shorty Biggs with that drop kick.
Nicely done. Shorty Biggs leaving his feet for that kick. 1, 2.
Count of 2, and that's it. Cage trying to go out to the floor to break the momentum, but here comes Shorty Biggs right after him. He's used to fighting in the streets. That's how he grew up. And pounding away on the champion.
Cage slumped against that guardrail. What's Shorty going for?
Mafia kick! Got him on the shoulder with it.
And Shorty Biggs has taken advantage out here on the arena floor. Now sends him back in. You can't win the title on the outside, and Shorty Biggs knows that.
Covers him, count of 1, 2, Cage kicks out. Well, Shorty Biggs has had a great game plan coming in here and didn't really have long to put together the game plan. He's only known for about, I'd say, an hour and a half that he was going to have this championship match.
The preparation goes both ways. Cage didn't know who he was going to face coming in here.
Very true, and it's turned into be a tremendous bout as Cage executes that jawbreaker. Now off the ropes now. Just methodically drives the knee in. Head first to the turnbuckle. Oh, what a chop. And again.
That sure will provide some protection, but not much the way Cameron Cage is hitting him.
And Cameron Cage, a heavyweight champion with the Irish whip. Big clothesline, and brother, he took his head off. Hooks the leg, 1, 2, and no.
Very close. Cage almost had him there. Shorty Biggs has got a lot of fight in him at this stage of the match. But Cage is going to try to keep the pressure on as only he can.
Cage now drives another knee. Brings him back now on the chin lock.
Cage trying to slow the pace down here. Slow down that momentum of Shorty Biggs.
As he bends back with that knee, he uses a fulcrum right in the back. The human anatomy not meant to bend in this manner. Drops another knee right on the back. And now Cage to the second rope. Drops the elbow. Again, he's zeroed right into the back. Hooks the leg. 1, 2, and no.
We've seen game plans on both sides. Shorty going after the arm. Now Cage going to work on the back of Shorty Biggs. Snap mirrors him down.
And another knee drop. And another chin lock.
That's
Cameron Cage wanting to just methodically wear down the challenger here. But you hear the 3-1-4 chants starting up here.
The fan support means a lot to Shorty Biggs. We saw it in the voting on GatewayWrestling.com, how Shorty jumped out into the lead. There was a late surge by Dingo, but Shorty was the fans' choice for this match.
Biggs off the ropes. Oh, but Cage hit him with that knee. And fans, you'll get so much entertainment and information on www.gatewaywrestling.com. You'll want to keep posted on that website, as I'm sure this isn't going to be the last contest of this nature we run on that website. So much going on there at any given time. Plus, you can pick up all the GCW home video DVDs. Covers him 1, 2, and no.
Close near fall after that backbreaker. Cameron Cage has focused his attack on that lower back of Shorty Biggs.
And now Cage bringing Biggs off the canvas. Tosses him all the way out to the floor.
And hit his back on that apron. That didn't do him any good.
Absolutely not. But the champion has a challenger right where he wants him at this point.
And Cage is the type who would accept a count-out win here.
He'd take any way he could to retain that title. We've seen that time and again. He's even gotten himself disqualified a few times to keep it. But right now he's driving those forearms in on the outside of the ring.
Shorty
but Biggs fires back. And again. And Shorty Biggs kicking away. Right hand. Head to the sign.
How do they get the dents out of those signs after a show?
Oh, those signs have had some wear and tear if you look at them close enough. These wrestlers have some wear and tear on them too after this match. Hooks a leg, 1, 2, but the fingers in the eyes breaks it up.
Sometimes the most direct approach is the best approach, at least as far as Cameron Cage is concerned.
Well, he doesn't care what he has to do to retain the title, he'll do it. And he really doesn't care what anybody thinks about it.
We've seen that in the past and in this very building. You saw in this very building how Cameron Cage won the belt from Jerry Lynn a couple of months ago.
Absolutely, interference from a cast of thousands. Oh, power slam! Count of 1, count of 2, oh!
Half a count away.
At the last moment, the shoulder came up.
Half a count away from a new champion, half a count away from taking that belt back to the hood, as Shorty said earlier tonight.
And now brings him up on the shoulder. Another power slam. Covers him. 1, 2, no!
I don't know if he executed that move the way he wanted to. The damage to the back, he had trouble lifting him up there.
Irish whip once again. Samoan drop. Cover. 1, 2. Oh, the hand gets to the ropes.
Give the devil his due. Cage knew where he was in the ring, but that title may be slipping away from him as we speak. Shorty.
Right hand. And now Shorty Biggs charges in with a Mafia kick.
Once again with that big boot.
And the junk in the trunk.
You called it, not me.
That's what he calls it. Cover. 1, 2, and again the hand gets to the ropes.
That's the thing about that kind of move in the corner. It can be easy for your opponent to get to the ropes if you go for a pin.
You almost need to pull him back out to the center. Whips him in. Uh-oh! Caught him in the... He's going out for a sleeper. It looks like a sleeper hold. Almost a version of the Shinonamaki.
Gesundheit.
No, it's a Japanese submission hold, the Shinonamaki. Uh-oh! But Cage on top. 1, 2, he got him! Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the bout, and still GCW Heavyweight Champion, Cameron Cage. Well, Cage was resourceful, but it was legal. And he gets the win over Shorty Biggs. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you once again for joining us here on Gateway Championship Wrestling. For Patrick Dancer, and I'm Travis Cook. We'll see you next time. Good night, everybody.